Hello ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. Apart from the people who don't like the video. Today we will be going over building landscapes and other nature stuff. Okay, let's jump right in. In this video we will be making a steep hill with a waterfall. First things first. You will want to create an outline for where you want this hill to be. And create a solid wall to the desired height. We will add layers to make it more natural as the video progresses. Now we are going to build up here and keep the height wavy. You don't want it to look like a staircase. Keep in mind you can adjust anything at any time, so don't worry too much about how it looks now. You can always go back to whatever looks off and change it. You will need to repeat this a few times, depending on height and steepness of your hill. Now this is the less boring part. Adding texture. I will be using stained clay and granite, but you can use whatever you want. As long as it's a similar color to your hill. Let's start by adding the granite. You want to mix it in with roughly a 1:4 ratio. We still need room for the stained clay. Keep the pattern random and not too repetitive. Now let's repeat this with the stained clay. Now we are going to add grass and create the top of our hill. What you want to do is have the grass slope up. You don't just want the top to be flat. Play around with shapes, and go back and change whatever you don't like. It's your hill after all. It's not like I'm holding a gun against your head making you do whatever I say, unless you don't subscribe, that is. Now, before we make the waterfall, we are going to make a river. Dig a line going away from your hill. Once you are happy with what you have so far, dig it a block or two deeper, depending on how wide it is. Make sure you dig a block or so thinner when doing this, so your river doesn't have flat walls. Replace the blocks in the river with sand, or whatever block fits. It doesn't matter too much because we are dumping water in, but hey ho. Now, before you fill it with water, you want to fill it with a temporary block, like glowstone, so it's easier to see when you remove it. This makes all the water level, instead of flowing into the middle from the edges. Now go ahead and fill that bad boy with water, then remove the glowstone when you have finished. Now we have a pretty darn sexy river if you ask me. It's time to add the waterfall. Remove a block or two, or however wide you want the waterfall to be. My waterfall is going to be only 1 block thin. Before we put the water in, we will want to put some stained glass panes down, to prevent the water spreading where we don't want it. You can have a river coming from the top if you want to, which leads to the waterfall. It's all coming together now. Now all that is left is adding tall grass and flowers. You can do this manually, or with bone meal. And there we have it. I hope you learned a thing or two from this video. Next time, we will be going over trees and bushes. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't liked yet, I will shoot myself in the foot. Can we get a whopping 3 likes? I know it is a very ambitious like goal, but perhaps we can reach it. See you all later. Look after yourselves, and look after each other.